Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Note Closers Show. Today is Thursday. It is a gorgeous, cool day here in Austin, Texas. We are excited. It is March 2nd. Your third month of the month is off and rock and rolling this morning, everybody. I want to give a personal shout out and say happy birthday to my mom. It's her 65th birthday today. Yes, 65 years young. Congrats, Mom. I hope you have a great day. Anyway, it is episode 62 of the Note Closer Show here, and today we got a lot of feedback yesterday about us talking about systems and systems that can actually help you work. Now, what it all comes down to is systems is having a structured regiment for the most part. Really, it comes down to a structured day, first and foremost. All right, now I could spend all day talking about my schedule, but we'll probably do that, save that for tomorrow morning as far as breaking down like time blocking and things like that. We'll probably do it in front of the whiteboard tomorrow. Anyway, but today is all about systems. Now, if you're struggling in your real estate business or your mortgage business or your realtor's business or your wholesaling or your flipping or your note business, I'm willing to bet that you have zero systems in place, or it's hit and miss for the most part. You don't do things on a regular basis. You don't build that repetition, that, as my trainer would say, that muscle memory of doing things on a regular basis to get yourself stronger. It also, the things about systems is systems happen, if this happens, it goes to this. If this happens, it goes to this. But if this happens, it goes this way. All right? So there's a couple of systems, easy systems that you can all start implementing as of today if you're struggling. And this is, I see lack of systems from 95% of people out there. The people that implement systems are making things happen for themselves on a regular basis. I'll give you some names of people that are doing things on an amazing basis. First and foremost, Jay Tenenbaum bought a couple hundred assets the last 2 years. He has systems in place that happen every day. He buys an asset. Eric is helping raise capital for his son, and they're just churning and burning, doing workouts, and then working with Polaris. They once they buy stuff, they put it in with Polaris, and it gets rock and roll. And then they're looking back at more assets, buying more assets. Another great person who's done some amazing stuff is Wayne Snell. Wayne was working full-time at a job, working 60 to 80 hours a week, traveling abroad, and him and his business partner, Natalie, put systems in place to help expedite, to take advantage of the time that he did have. I remember having conference calls with Wayne from Las Vegas late at night, or early in the morning when he was in London, we'd be on the phone, or if he's somewhere else, we're talking on the phone, trying to help him out. But he's put systems in place, and those systems in place have led to deals closed, more money raised, and then also leaving his job to do his passion of note investing. We can talk about the Note MBA podcast with Robbie Woods and Chase Thompson. Their systems each week allow for them to record that show every Monday or Tuesday. It's uploaded by Wednesday and released by Wednesday for the most part. Now they're doing a second showing each week on Fridays. So they put these systems in place, and it's a schedule. It's a regimented schedule to help make things happen. So you look at, let's see here, let's talk about some women. Michelle and Rick Hill are putting systems in place for working abroad, or not really working abroad, but working from Hawaii in buying deals. Adam Adams is doing an amazing job putting systems in place, getting regular content out each day, and also putting his deals into a workflow that works for him each day. Great job. Rick and Michelle Hill and Adam and Jen Adams are rocking it their first year. They end up closing about 25 deals, but they also are going to that point where they've got really advanced their systems. Their systems are either going to help them keep going or they're going to hit a wall. Now, what we find most of the time, what I see from a lot of real estate investors online that talk a game but don't really deliver a lot of stuff, is they're all over the place. And I only will call you out like that because that's exactly how I was when I first began. I was all over the place. I didn't have a regiment of what I would do every day when I woke up. All right? I didn't have a clue of what I was focused on. When I started putting things in place on a regular basis in my systems, it started working a whole lot more effective. A great person that's doing a lot of great stuff right now is Cody Koxx, who's probably watching. He's got a system each week on Sunday to write an email that goes out, and probably a blog now, which is great. So there's two things that every investor, I don't care what you are, real estate, wholesaler, fix and flipper, rental, whatever it is, there's simple things you can do on a weekly basis to really help you start building momentum. Because most of you are running around like a chicken with your head cut off, like, ah! Okay? The first thing, you have to put your database together. If you don't have a database together, you might as well just keep working for somebody else. Keep working for the man, right? Your database is everybody you meet at a real estate investors club. And yes, you need to be going to a real estate investors club. Taking those contacts, as the guy skateboards by.
That's what I was looking at.
I saw the unicycle guy on my way in this morning. He's like drinking coffee. He's right. I'm like, I want one of those. Anyway, sorry, sidetracked there. Squirrel. A database is your most important lifeblood. Your database is the most important thing in your real estate entrepreneurial business. Why? Because it isn't about who knows you, or it's not about who you know, but who knows you. And you have to communicate regularly with your database at least once a week. If you're not sending an email out to your database at least once a week, you're really not in business. All right? It's more like pen pals you have then. So, what do? You send an email. You pick a day out of the week, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, to send out your email to your database. Monday's not a really good day, but you do something like that. Sunday night's a great time to open. Tuesday morning's a great time to open it. I would recommend either Sunday or Tuesday. Now, you can pre-write your email. If you use something like a MailChimp or Infusionsoft or Aweber, you can write your email to have it scheduled to go out. Now, what you want to do as well to get an extra 6-10% of people to open your email is to send it again 2 days later. So if you send it Tuesday, send it then Thursday to the people that didn't open it the first time around. What? I'm going to send the same email twice to people? Yeah, because they didn't freaking open it the first time around because they're busy. Okay? So you'll probably get somewhere around a 15 to 20% open rate on the first email and somewhere another 6 to 10% on the second round of emails. All right? So that's important to do. Sending an email on a regular basis, communicating. Now, there's things that you can communicate each week. People struggle with, what do I provide content each day? Question?
No, go ahead.
All right. So you can talk about a deal of the week, deal that you're working on, a system, a marketing piece you're working on. Hey, we're dropping 5,000 postcards or 2,000 postcards this week to the foreclosure list. Okay? Or we made offers on these notes, or I'm out looking at these properties in New Orleans. Okay? That's an important thing. All right? Deals of the week, you could do that 1 week out of the month. All right? Second activity could be news. Hey, there's this great article on foreclosures in Houston. Or this great article about Dodd-Frank. How is this affecting note investors or real estate investors? Okay? Content the second week. Third week could be the event, hey, come on out and meet me at the local RIA club this weekend or this evening. All right? Another follow-up email could be, hey, what I learned at the RIA last night or the night before. Okay? And then also, if you travel to an event, hey, I'm headed to a fast track event in Austin, Texas, March 24th, 25th, and 26th with Scott Carson. You can do a little blurb about that. Or, hey, I'm going to Note Camp, wink, wink. All right? I'm going to be with 500 other note investors. Or I'm going to I'm going to the IMN conference, or I'm going to go to Noteworthy. I'm going to go to Paper Source. Okay? What's also good about if you send an email out to your database is you'll find as you grow your database, you take all these business cards that you meet from people at these events, you'll start having people that are going to the same event, and people start following you. They'll start recognizing you. They'll also start communicating with you like, hey, you're going to be at this event, let's grab lunch. Let's grab a drink. Let's grab a table at the blackjack table, all right? Start communicating, because you guys and gals that are out there watching this, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be in this business for a while. It's not just 6 months and then, oh, I'm done and finished with it. You're in this business for a long time, 10, 15, 20 years, all right? I turned 40 in a couple months. I expect to be doing this for a long, long time, and probably around the halfway point of my life. Hopefully, I've got another 10 years before the halfway point. But anyway, what I'm getting to say is that if you're going to be in this long term, these are systems that you can do just for your marketing to make things better for you. All right? If you get in the habit of communicating with your database, they'll get in the habit of communicating with you. And what does that lead to? It leads to people reaching out to you more to raise private capital, to give you money, to joint venture with you, because they see you doing something every day. And after a period of time, they start to see you in a different light. They don't see you as Cody Koxx mortgage broker. They see you as Cody Koxx note investor. They don't see you as Matt Fisher insurance salesman. They see you as Matt Fisher, the wholesaling rental king. Okay? They don't see you as Christina Fuller, the realtor and notary. They see you as the actual real estate investor that you're wanting to be. But if you don't communicate on a regular basis, you're just flippity-floppity, flippity-flooing around. Okay? It is a great way to put it. Flippity floppity fluging around. You're just flopping around like a fish out of water. Okay, I should not do that graphic again. Probably not. But what I'm getting at is, if you guys put systems in place, it'll be something like, hey, I got to get this out today. This is my system for the day. Hey, this is my system for the day. I got to get this out. All right. So, like, we have some systems in place here. Ryan every day is posting 2 things on Facebook groups, doing a great job of that, coming up with creative ideas. Nicole's usually putting videos together. Jen is dealing with the chaotic nature of all the bids that are coming in. Greg is pulling taxes, breaking down assets right now. We've got a couple things here with me taking off here in April for a week or 10 days for a little bit of vacation. They'll have specific things they have to get done each day to rock some things out. Now, what's also is we have backup plans. If they get a lull, you guys are jumping on, looking at training yourselves with some great stuff, right? How was that quiz yesterday? What was the quiz on that you took yesterday, Ryan?
Email marketing.
Oh, email marketing!
It's pretty easy so far.
Pretty easy, but it's simple stuff, right?
It all makes sense. Like, it's not bad at all.
It's not bad at all.
It's not rocket science. You just know how. You just gotta do it. You just gotta do it.
Just gotta do it. Just do it to be Nike, right? But that's the whole point. Now, you have a system in place. What do you do for each deal? Well, if you're making offers first of the week, the second of the week, you're following back up with those offers. Maybe you're doing a marketing email about the deals. If you try to systemize your business, it will get a lot easier and you'll have a lot more success. Plus, it'll be a lot easier when you bring on an assistant to help out with. Most of you, if you're working full-time, you really need an assistant to help you out 10 hours a week. You don't have to hire one fully by yourself. Maybe you hire a virtual assistant on Upwork, or you find another real estate or note investor to split costs for an assistant to really help you with your market. Because if you don't have time to market, you need to hire somebody ASAP. Any questions or comments from people so far?
At the beginning, JC Bridges says, "Good morning, Scott."
Good morning, Bridges.
Laura Blunk says, "Sometimes it's not the business that you don't get. Sometimes it's the business of the business."
Yeah, that's a good point.
And Cody Koxx is glad. I think that you saw his blog.
See, Cody Koxx did a great job with his blog on this in Elkhart, Indiana asset he was breaking down about the due diligence and stuff like that, and he posted it to LinkedIn, which is it was very well written. He also posted it there. We shared it, and it's got close to 800 plus views on it. Yeah, really great marketing piece. Very well written, and if you get in the habit of doing that, now it probably took Cody a while to write that out. Can we all agree to that, everybody?
Yeah.
It's not something you probably do every day because you spend every day blogging and not get everything else done. But once a month, that's a really strong piece, or once every 2 weeks, that's a really strong marketing piece. And what happens, everybody, is if you put enough of those together, at some point you don't have to go back and write every week because you've got enough of a following, enough of a database of content, of material, or creating enough creative content that people see stuff that gets recycled. That's the whole point for videos. That's why I love YouTube. That's why I love our Vimeo videos. That's why the Monday Note. It builds repetition. Every Monday night, I know I'm going to have 200 plus, 300 plus on a webinar, and it's going to get a ton of views the next couple days because I do it on a regular basis. People know to tune in Monday night to join the webinar. And if I don't do one Monday night, people are out running around like crazy. Oh my God, the sky is falling. Where is Scott? Where is Scott? Where is Scott? There's no webinar tonight. I didn't see a link. Did I get it blacklisted? Oh my God. I get emails like that. Like, no, we're not doing one tonight. We're just taking the night off. But that's what's so important is if you start building these systems in your business, your regular marketing systems, your regular deal flow, it becomes crack to the people that aren't doing anything. You got any more of those note camp things, you know? We might need to reissue that one.
I think, yeah, we have one like that.
Good. Dave Chappelle, like, ah.
Yeah. You got any more of those notes?
Yeah, you got any more of those notes? But that's what happens to you. Like, people that are doing stuff are starting to experience that. I know Adam Adams experienced it. I know Chase Thompson was the funniest thing. Kimberly Banks Fawcett as well. At New Jersey, they came up to me like, oh my God, people are coming up and saying, hi, I know you, I follow you. They're like, oh my God, stalkers. But they built enough of the systems in place, simple enough systems every week can help drive people to you and make things happy in your life and your business because you're happy because you're getting people that are corresponding. At first, it's slow. But 80% of sales or 80% of your really contacts are going to come after your 5th email. Most people do it once and they forget it. Or they never get around to doing it again. And we all struggle with that initially. But the moment you can start putting an email out to your database on a regular basis, and everybody should do that. Everybody should do that. That's going to get you the biggest bang for buck. On average, for every dollar you spent in email marketing, it yields about a 4,400% return. 4,400% return on every dollar spent, as long as you do it on a regular basis. Questions, comments?
Cody Koxx says his views are up to 1,300 now.
1,300?
Yes.
Woo!
Yeah.
That is solid.
That is really good.
That is phenomenal. And I want to know, Cody Koxx, how many, you've got views, and a lot of those views are going to be different things. How many people have reached out to you, either comments or emails to you on that deal? Because it was a great written email. I would love to know that, Cody, on that stuff. That's phenomenal. That's going to come, you need to keep the statistics in handy because it's going to come in really handy for our next mastermind we have in April here. I got some cool stuff we're going to do with people going from that on social media marketing. So I want to bet he's probably gotten at least 10, 15 people to respond to him about that. So,
It works.
yeah, Cody actually texted me last night. Somebody from a rival, I guess you could say rival education program called him and spent some time talking about stuff. So, which is fine, which is good. So, what other systems do you guys struggle with? That would be a good one we could talk about over the next couple of days. Systems is generic, and we talk a little bit about marketing first because everything feeds into marketing. Everybody runs from marketing, no matter what it is, whether you're looking at deals, whether you're raising capital, whether you're communicating with your database, it all starts with marketing. And email is something that everybody else can do. What's important, guys and gals, is make sure you use a email service provider like MailChimp, Salesforce, Aweber. I wouldn't use Constant Contact or iContact. They do not like real estate investors. They will shut you down really fast. But using something to communicate where you can actually see who opened your emails, who clicked on the links, what links they clicked on, who unsubscribed, and what emails are good or bad is important. It's a great piece to be able to help you identify strengths in your marketing. It also allows you to split test. You can change the titles of your emails. You can change it 2 or 3 times if you're using MailChimp. And it's relatively easy to use. You can import videos into it, links, all sorts of stuff to really help you grow your database. Plus, what's great about MailChimp is you can create lists in there and have different sign-up lists that you can track where your database comes from. So if you post a marketing piece on Twitter, hey, click in here to opt in my deal flow. Or on Facebook, you can use a different list. Or on LinkedIn, you can export your contacts and upload those to LinkedIn. So it's a really creative way to be able to, hey Twitter followers, or hey Facebook friends, here's something I'm doing specially for you guys.
Jennifer McMurtry asked, I need a follow-up system / checklist to track note progress after I buy them.
Okay, great. So Jennifer needs a follow-up list. So, Jennifer, you've been into the workshops. You know that deal flow sheet that we have where it basically start occupied or unoccupied asset. It tells you which way to go. That would be a great check. That's a great starting point for you. It depends on who you delegate to that. If you're doing a lot of that, it helps you delegate to where that goes. So we may need to put one of those together as well, Jen. Pretty much easy to do a flow chart of some sort. A checklist. Ooh. Might be the Dr. Pepper commercial. 23 flavors.
Oh my gosh.
What else? Who else needs anything?
That's it for right now.
That's it. So, everybody, go out and today, if you have not done this, figure out your systems for your marketing.
And what you need to work on.
Exactly, and what you need to work on. And look to implement one thing, at least one thing new this week. One thing new, actually one thing new every day would be great, but you're probably not going to do that. Try to implement one new thing in your note business every week, and it'll get a whole lot easier, a whole lot better for you. All right, everybody? So it is big things we're working on today. What are we working on today? We got pricing on that small tape. We'll look at that and see if it makes sense, or we're going to be smoking some crack. Monday night, we're doing the Monday note with a small tape of 11 assets that we'll be talking about and going through and offering that up for sale for those that are interested. So look for the link later today as we get that out and start marketing that across the board for you guys to review and go from there. So, nothing else? Guys, gals, no? All good? All good in the hood?
A little bit.
All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow morning, and we'll dive a little bit more on time blocking your calendar to help you with your daily schedule. See you guys all top. Bye.